to that is like there's no more loyalty to a school. Like you sign for a school, like you're supposed to play for them for 4 years. But now it's like you look at March, like like NCAA tournament is so much more fun because the talent is way more even. The field is way more level because you have like the 10th man at Kentucky transferred to go to like Florida Atlantic, and
Hmm.
like he's still, he was still a top 100 recruit because Kentucky wanted him, and now he gets the chance to play.
To me, I feel like it makes sense, and I know that like traditionalists won't like this, but I feel like it makes sense to me. Like
It
if
makes
you
sense
look
to me.
at the pros, it's for the most part what happens in the pros. You don't get to choose, but like you're getting treated that way.
Yeah,
And then if you look at like the high school level, like high school is at the end of the day, the parents get to choose where their kid goes to school. You know, you can parents move all the time or
exactly.
redistrict or whatever it is in order to get their kids in certain schools,
Hmm.
you know, to play a
Yeah,
certain team. So like, why not in college have that same freedom? Because
I'ma be who I gotta be. I ain't living in your fantasy. I'll be real if it's the death of me. I'ma be who I gotta be. And I don't care who you pretend to be. Cause I'll be real if it's the death of me. Yeah, liars are liars, they burning in fire.
someone
he just
made an
goes a long way.
argument, someone made an argument to me that I think it was is that Tom Brady is good at making players look good.
Yeah, there's
And
a meme about so along these lines. There's an old quote from Larry Bird, I think, when he was managing the Pacers, saying, "I'll never, you'll never see me like go after a teammate of LeBron James at Miami, because as soon as they leave his team, they're a shell of the player that they were, because he elevates players,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's true
Well, I think the same thing too. I'm interested
for
that you
Tom
said that
Brady. Yeah,
about LeBron because I think that LeBron makes players good too. But a lot of people only look at LeBron as the guy who surrounds himself with all-star players. Every time you hear one of those arguments, it's about how LeBron has to surround himself with, you know, five all-stars in order for him to do anything.
I
When
think
like,
he's it started to become that on the Lakers mostly,
oh,
but
people were saying that way before though.
it's only because he teamed up with
Yes, Dwayne Wade.
he chose to team up with a superstar, and he
Yes,
kind of everyone says he started, he made the big wave
super
of making big
teams,
threes.
which
Yeah,
not true. We're gonna have to get into that. That's not true.
yeah. I just think there's way more star. I don't know. It's such a hard point. But anyways,
Yeah,
he does elevate everyone around him. He's just
yeah.
that's I mean that's what great players do.
I actually thought that Tom
Brady did.
Brady actually had good players around him though. And I'm not saying a lot. I'm saying like he always has one or two positions that are like
He always has a
this
great
person is
defense or
phenomenal.
an okay defense. No, man, you look at his receivers. Like I remember playing Madden with his receivers, and like
Yeah.
all dude, they're dookie, man. Like
Really?
Jabbar Gaffney. Like there's like people you don't even know. Like as soon as they left the Patriots, like who are they? Like he had Randy Moss for like 2 seasons. Okay, sure,
Uh-huh.
2 or 3 seasons. Um, he did have great tight end, right? Like he had Gronk. He had Edelman, which was great. Like he'll always like he had some good players,
Yeah.
but you,
I feel like
you
he's
really just
always
need
had like a wide
a lot.
receiver or two, or he's had a wide receiver and a tight end. I feel like he's always like not just like
Mhm.
okay, like
He's always had a
really good.
consistent. Yeah, like he's
Yeah.
had Gronk for a long time, but
Yep.
also it's just but he doesn't just like you look at Mahomes similar too. Like they don't just pass to that one person, but they
Correct.
know like when it comes down to it, they
Yep.
know that they can rely on them.
Exactly. And that's why I think that he's great.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. I think you see a lot of similarities. Like Tom Brady, he spread it. He passed to everyone. He didn't care.
Hmm.
He can make anyone work,
Yeah.
and he's a
And
good
make
player.
the impossible passes at all times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you never you can never count him out. You had a minute left in the fourth quarter. Too much
Crazy.
time. 40 seconds. Too much time.
It was I saw like some meme and it's like the Jets have the chance to do like the funniest thing right now, bringing Tom Brady back.
Yeah, I think I saw that too.
Bring him
I
out of
don't think
retirement.
he
Tommy would
won't
love
do
it.
it.
I'm sure he's thinking about it.
I saw
Sure.
there's a bunch of there's still some like good quarterbacks who haven't had jobs for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. But
But
I think this is just time to just give the dude a chance, right? Like what superstar do you actually want to go after right now?
there's really no. I think
That's
right now,
young or close to
I
young.
I think you go for a backup quarterback, and then
Yeah,
you let Zach Wilson just ride
exactly. I think so too.
because there's no like I have the same opinion about the NBA. Like you have a lot of old stars,
Hmm.
like what's been happening with the Lakers the past couple of
Yep.
years. You have a bunch of
Yeah.
old stars who are role players but don't want to be role players,
Hmm.
and so like so in the NFL, like you have like Cam Newton who had one of the best like when he was prime, dude. Prime Cam Newton was nuts
Yeah.
when he dragged Carolina to the Super Bowl. Um, but I don't think he's still young too. He's like maybe 30 just right now, but I don't think
Yeah.
he's. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he's elite, but I think he could definitely be starting caliber. I think he's like maybe slightly above average right now.
Yeah. He can probably. I mean, I think this
He can
season we'll
play.
see. We're kind of forced to see now, but
Yeah, I don't think
um,
it's hard because like I don't think he ends up on a team. Sadly, I just think there's too bad a rep with GMs.
okay.
Like another controversial name is like Colin Kaepernick, who hasn't played in
Yeah.
like 8 years. I don't think
Yeah.
he'll ever get a job in the NFL ever again.
Yeah. I think it's kind of too late now.
Yeah,
Even though he probably is better than, let's not say half the quarterbacks, but a third of the quarterbacks. I bet you, just time is done.
yeah. I bet you he could be a serviceable starting quarterback. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
think he could start in the NFL, but
Yeah.
he's he's blocked. He's canceled
Yeah.
from the NFL. Sucks.
Cancel.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of serviceable backup quarterbacks out there. Carson Wentz, who if you mention that name in Indianapolis, you'll probably get cursed at. But dude, I was talking about this with some of my friends. Being a backup quarterback to like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes, dude, that's like the cushiest job. You're just chilling.
It is best job ever. Best job ever.
Be a
Has to
perennial
be.
backup. You're just chilling.
Yeah. It's kind of like being a backup, like in a Alabama or something like that. Like you're good, so you
Yeah,
can probably step in whenever you want to. You're just literally waiting on your time to get to the NFL. You're just waiting on your ticket. All right, cool. I'll play next year. All right, cool. Then I'll get my draft into the NFL. Like sure, those people are playing, but after that, maybe you're the backup for Peyton Manning, or maybe you're the backup for Tom Brady or something
yeah. I think it's a little tougher at Alabama because I think college nowadays everyone wants to play, and then the new transfer
like that.
portal rules it makes them a lot easier just to go where they want. Which,
Yeah,
but I like it because I think it spreads the talent out a lot more. But just like basketball, well, I mean, okay, like the counter argument to that is like there's no more loyalty to a school. Like you sign for a school, like you're supposed to play for them for 4 years. But now it's like you look at March, like the NCAA tournament is so much more fun because the talent is way more even. The field is way more level because you have like the 10th man at Kentucky transferred to go to like Florida Atlantic, and
hmm
like he's still, he was still a top 100 recruit because Kentucky wanted him, and now he gets the chance to play.
to me, I feel like it makes sense, and I know that like traditionalists won't like this, but I feel like it makes sense to me. Like
It
if
makes
you
sense
look
to me.
at the pros, it's for the most part what happens in the pros. You don't get to choose, but like you're getting treated that way.
Yeah,
And then if you look at like the high school level, like high school is at the end of the day, the parents get to choose where their kid goes to school. You can parents move all the time or
exactly.
redistrict or whatever it is in order to get their kids in certain schools,
Hmm.
to play a
Yeah,
certain team. So like, why not in college have that same freedom? Because you're learning the same system.
yeah. I mean, and it makes
Yeah,
sense for college because it's like, I mean, it's a business
yeah,
essentially.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
and people don't like that, and that's like a lot of the traditionalists don't like it. But
They don't like it because it's not the purity of the sport and the passion of the sport and stuff like that. The
they should
money
have
kind of
thought,
takes over.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
then they should have thought about that when the NCAA made so much, damn money off of these
yeah,
kids.
yeah. True, true.
So it's like they're making money. And that's the thing that always gets me like that cracks me up about people who argue for them because it's like around the purity of the sport. It's just like you
Somebody's making money. It's just not the
exactly,
players.
and it's
Yeah.
just like man, you guys in any sports team, it's just like you care so much for this team that literally has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, yeah,
Like nothing
yeah.
you do impacts how the team is going to perform. Like just
But it all impacts how you perform, how you go to work the next day.
exactly, yeah. People get so into it, and then I'll never understand like that extreme
Yeah,
fandom.
yeah. This is not close to that level, but I always, and I know this is bad, and this is a very unpopular opinion, but I find it hilarious. Like, for example, when people are going to sports games, for example, like go to a Tampa Bay Rays game down here, baseball team, and somebody's wearing like a Amelia, what is it, the Lightning jersey. Like you got to wear a
Mhm.
hockey jersey just because you're in Tampa and you're at a sports team. Or I've seen people like wearing like a Bengals jersey at a
Yeah, people
baseball game. Like it's just because
people
it's a
express
jersey,
pride.
I
Yeah,
gotta, yeah, I gotta show you that I am in sports. Like this is
yeah.
my allegiance, my loyalty.
People
Like
just have to